What's up, people of YouTube? It's your boy M. Lee on the films, here to give you guys my channel update for September 2018. I already filmed this already, but I had to refilm it because I had a wrong setting turned on my camera on accident. I actually had seen it on the LCD screen that I had an extra little icon. My dumb ass should have, instead of overlooking it, I should have seen what was turned on. Instead, I was like, no, it's probably nothing. Let me just go ahead and film. Realized that I had fast recording turned on my C100, which speeds up the image or whatever. And so I probably could slow it down, and it also gets rid of the audio too, but I could have probably slowed it down and lip sync the audio with this audio, but it probably would have got thrown off later on in the video clip anyways because of the different, it's technical. I ain't gonna get into all that, but what I am gonna get into is this update because it is big, you know what I'm saying? Pause. I'm gonna run you guys through some of the things I'm gonna talk to you guys about, and we're gonna get it going from there. First and foremost, I got 4 new video series coming permanently and definitely to this channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk more details about that in a moment. I'm gonna talk details. I'll be talking details about MOG latest video shoot, also about D Vicious latest music video shoot. Talking about my music video pricing structure. Just updating people, letting people know the new, you know, I already had pre-warned people that it's gonna be, you know, prices are going up, and I'm talking details, and you know, and also I'll be talking about my projector. You know, you guys been seeing tutorials from me from that, so I'll be talking about that, the longevity of that, how that's been lasting, and also, you know, my laptop, as you see, is up right now, so I had to put out I'll put out a tutorial for that as well. So yeah, man. And then also, you know, talking about trying to sell my lens to upgrade to that Sigma lens. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this channel update. So the 4 new video series coming to this channel are entitled Vlog Time, Snack Time, Karaoke Time, and Dance Time. Now the reason why I decided to put time at the end of each one of these titles, you know, subtitles or pre-titles or whatever, is because it makes it sound more engaging. It makes it sound like more like active, you know what I'm saying? Like lunchtime, you know what I'm saying? Break time, read time, you know what I'm saying? Conversation time. It makes it sound like more like, you know what I'm saying? And then I think ahead of time too. So I'm imagining the thumbnail, snack time, and then new flaming Doritos or something like that, and you can see the little picture thumbnail right there of me and my son eating it or something. Like, I'm just imagining all that different stuff. Once people start getting the routine of seeing it on the regular, it's like, oh, another snack time video, let me click on that. Oh, another vlog time, oh, okay, another karaoke time, let me see what song you did, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna turn into something like that. I already know what I'm doing, boy. And then I may be adding a 5th one called BTS time. And what these are inspired from is pretty much my Instagram. It's not inspired from my Instagram, but it's pretty much taking what I do on Instagram and extending those for YouTube. So it's like an extended version for YouTube for the most part. As far as with the BTS time, I put up mostly behind the scenes. That's what BTS is, behind the scenes when I'm filming. It's so easy to take out my phone, bam, record some stuff real fast, or hand it off to my son and have him do some stuff like he already been doing an amazing job. So let me talk a little bit more detail about these. First and foremost, they're gonna be 1 to 5 minutes long, no longer than 5 minutes. The vlog time, you guys know I've always been doing vlogs up on here, whether it's like, and it varied from like a time where I was doing super serious stuff, going through a lot, so I was talking about a lot of stuff. It's times where I'm just doing like just spare the moment vlogs that end up being funny or something like that, just goofing with my son or something like that. I was doing the grocery stuff, the shopping, clothing vlogs, but you know what I'm saying, I kind of like stopped it, kind of wasn't really feeling it. So I think what I'm be doing with the vlog times is gonna work real well. It's gonna be spare the moments. It's not gonna be nothing all professionally set up, you know what I'm saying? And because I like vlogging, because you never know, people can relate to stuff that you're talking about. People probably seen or felt the same thing you felt about a certain situation. Like, I will never forget my very first time ever having a YouTuber inside my video, you know what I'm saying? It came from me talking, just randomly came home from work one day, felt like I wanted to talk about, you know, a topic, talking about fake friends, because I was witnessing certain things, and I was experiencing light little stuff like that. So I just went in the bathroom random with my camera, just talking about fake friends, and she was one of the people that ended up really liking it and really liking my vlogs and subscribed to me because of it, and was watching me for a while before she even got into one of my videos. And the way that happened is because we was talking about our different projects. She dances, and she's a dancer, model, actress and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for what she does. in LA. And you know me, I'm just, you know, multi-talented. I do a lot of different things. You never know what's coming from me next. Oh yeah, man, we did that, made it look super believable. We was all into it and everything. I did the behind the scenes of that, you know, so we had fun with that. And you don't talk about a damn fan, that's a real fan right there. She used to be loving every time I put up a new vlog and stuff like that and things of that nature. We hardly ever talk that much now because she be busy doing her own stuff. I'm doing my own stuff, but like, she was almost inside of one of my newest projects, but my client ended up choosing a different person for it. But yeah. Snack time is gonna be me and my son's video. You know, he's gonna be inside every single episode. It's gonna be us trying out new snacks, different snacks, all kind of stuff that we probably wondered how it tastes, but we never really brought it or nothing like that. Stuff like that, you know. And it may not seem like it when you see both of us, but we get our damn munch and crunch on. Believe, trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? We get our munch and crunch the fuck on. Excuse the expression, excuse the language, I have to say it like that because we really do. We just super active, you know what I'm saying? I got the energy of like a 15-year-old and I'm twice that age, over twice that age. So everybody keep talking about my damn weight. I got a vlog talking about that, you know, talking about weight and stuff, and people, you know, talking about your weight and everything, because people that's skinny get made fun of too. People think it's just people that's fat. Like, no, trust me. So I'm gonna talk about that. Next, karaoke time. With that's a very interesting topic too. Me, when it comes to the singing stuff, and you know, first of all, I even surprised a few people already because people didn't know I had that. But you know, that's something I always love. R&B. R&B is my number one favorite genre, but I love all music though. Like I love anything when it comes to music. I love it all, except for like, you know, of course the crazy stuff and stuff like that, and heavy crazy metal. But other than that, I love music for different reasons, different variations and stuff like that. But if I had to choose one, R&B. I just love the feeling of singing along in different songs and the different harmonies and pitches and just training yourself to hit certain notes and stuff, even though it's like, you know, I don't know. It's the same feeling you get from when you rapping and stuff, and you catching them flows, you hitting them bars, you getting those crazy ass metaphors, and then it gives you that like that little tingling feeling and stuff when you spitting. It's the same thing when it comes to the singing and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's just the difference is you get a little bit more pull with the ladies, you know what I'm saying?
What I do back to you every night, doing you right, deserve good things, a handful of rings.
But now, so with that though, just to explain that, I put up little, you know, sing along karaoke stuff on Instagram, but not like consecutively, not a lot. But you know, because with those, what I would do is, you know, I would low key be practicing my vocals and stuff and singing, because I kind of want to, you know, this upcoming 2020. I know 2019 is coming, but you know, I speak ahead of time. So in 2020, I kind of want to work my way towards having like a little small R&B group, 3-person. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing to go mainstream, but just something to do for fun. Maybe it may just be a hobby that we just all do, and kind of just something new that I do up on YouTube that we do, and just show you guys something refreshing or something like that. And spend all of 2019 just training, learning, and have a vocal coach, hopefully somebody for free or somebody for cheap, you know. I know with the right training with my voice, like, cause just the fact that I can do a little something just from singing along the songs all my life. So, you know what I'm saying? If I could get a vocal coach that actually train me how to use it, you know what I'm saying, correctly, and cause that's something I take the complete back seat and say, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I just know how to do certain things. It's just some things come natural, but they don't know what they're doing. It's like a parrot. People say parrots don't know if they're speaking English. They just automatically do it. So it's like one of those things, like I'm singing, but like, even though I know what I'm doing, I really don't know what I'm doing. You know, as far as like, it's like playing the piano without knowing how to read notes. You know how to play it, but you don't know what you're doing when somebody puts some notes in front of you. So you really don't know what you're doing. So I will record myself on my phone sometimes, like, you know, like 5 to 10 songs just singing and stuff, and I would critique myself and just erase it. Some stuff I put up on Instagram and stuff like that. And then like I was thinking like, why am I like, I should put some of this stuff up. That's how August Alsina got started. He was putting up his stuff on YouTube. Everybody thought he sucked and stuff, but he got better and better, and now look where he at. I ain't trying to get there, but it's just the whole fact that I could bring in a whole fan base, you know what I'm saying? And then they can come to my channel like, oh, okay, I like his singing. He kind of doing things. And then they come to visit my channel like, oh, he's a videographer. Okay, so he's got talent in front and behind. Oh, okay. So it makes people want to work with me because it's like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that I work with where they thought I was cool because they liked the videos I was doing. I was being goofy or something in the video. It's like that's why the new era is to put yourself out there. It's not just to do work and then hide and then do work. Nah, people these days, people like to see the person, like people like to feel engaged with who they're working with, not just, oh, okay, I just hired this dude, I don't know nothing about him, but his work is amazing. But if we put up vlogs and stuff, when people meet you in person, they already know what to, feel for you and gravitate towards you in different areas for a pause. I don't know if that sounded some type of way, but I paused it anyways. But yeah, so I like, instead of getting rid of all the stuff and just only putting it up on Instagram, I'm about to post some of this stuff. And then dance time. That dance is my first love, so that within itself, it explains itself pretty much. But dance time, it's the same thing with the karaoke time. Like, I will film myself dancing or whatever, doing like little freestyle. I freestyle every single thing when it comes to dancing. The only time I make a routine is if I'm doing a dance routine with multiple people inside of it. If there's not gonna be nobody inside the video, then it's just all freestyle. But when I would freestyle, I would record myself so I can get, I probably might see a move. So if I do make a routine, I can use that. And sometimes when I see a move that I do, it'd be taking me a little moment to catch it, because to redo it, because when I'm dancing, I'm in the zone. So I you never know. I'll be doing whatever. And it's like, I'll be rewinding it. Like, damn, how the hell did I moved my foot, then I moved it up to the arm, and then I did what? Wait, what? So that's what I'd be doing. I'd be critiquing myself, and I'd just be trying to get better at anything I do, So, and you're your worst critic. So if you critique yourself heavy, that's why a lot of my stuff don't get released. Every time somebody come over and they do happen to see little videos I got stored on my laptop, they'd be like, why is this not on YouTube? Why? Because I would show people little videos that I never released, and they'd be like, why is it not uploaded? I'm like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like people ain't gonna really look at it like that, really appreciate it like that. So I just keep it, because I know, because it's certain videos where I know if I upload and I don't get a certain amount of views, or I don't get a certain amount of highlight, I'm gonna feel some type of way, because the work I put inside of it, or because kind of like how Eminem did put out the previous album, and it was more of a touchy album, more personal, with his fans, and not really trying to rap and be crazy and stuff. It's more I'm more calm now, but I still got those flows, but people didn't understand that. So what I'm saying, that shit kind of hurt. So I just rather not release it. That's how I do things. All right, so next, I spent a lot of time talking about the first stuff, I didn't have to when I first recorded this. But I just want to give you guys, just make sure you know all the details, and just engage with you guys out there. You guys really been showing me major love and support after all these years, man. If I would have, whatever. Anyways, kind of geeking out, but anyways, emoji video shoot. We knocked that out the ballpark. Oh, I got 2 versions of that video where the second verse is changed a little bit. And I'm explaining that right now in details. Basically, I got one where he's covering for the artist inside the second verse. I uniquely used the different scenes and popped them inside there of him ad-libbing, and then use some scenes of B-roll and stuff like that uniquely, and But the reason why we end up doing that, and then we end up doing one where we used the artist footage, is because it wasn't my footage. I didn't film it, and it was a different camera. And this is not to talk about whoever filmed the footage or anything like that, or not to critique them too heavy, but it's just a difference in quality. Now, he was using a DSLR. I'm using a cinema camera. Now it was still possible. Done did plenty of music videos and hundreds of videos on YouTube with that. I'm not criticizing that at all. The thing that kind of sucked and made it hard for me to use the footage is that he had everything set to automatic. He had autofocus. Now, if you had an updated DSLR camera where it has the continuous autofocus, and you can use the STM lenses to autofocus as you're moving around, then that wouldn't have been no problem. Instead of him manually focusing the whole time, he just autofocused with the shutter button. And once you do that, either you gotta stay still, or you gotta start doing manual focus if you're gonna be moving around a little bit, because once you move around, you lose your plane of focus. So that was the first thing that was bad, but he wasn't really moving around that much anyways. But so another thing he had set to automatic was the auto exposure. He had the exposure set to automatic, so when he did focus on the face, it exposed for his face and his face only. So his face was properly exposed. You know what I'm saying? Real good. But everything else, the background, you know what I'm saying, the trees and the sky and everything else, completely blown out. There's no way in the world to tie any editor that you can bring highlights back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? Once they're blown out, they're blown out. You know what I'm saying? There are cameras where you can go in, some type of crazy trickery where you can go back in and readjust the settings and bring the stuff. I don't know how the hell those damn cameras do that, but that's crazy. And another mistake that a lot of people make when they're using a DSLR or any kind of video camera to shoot with, he had the camera set to, I don't know, but if you're gonna use a DSLR to film, especially a DSLR, you gotta make sure you have all the colors inside the camera settings, all the sharpness cut down to 0. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, no colors turned up, no saturation turned up, no sharpness turned up. Everything's set to either 0 or set back a little bit, because those cameras add too much artifacts and too much stuff on top of the image, you know, inside the camera processing. It kind of messes you up and messes up the look of the video when you try to add stuff inside the editor. It's like trying to recolor a coloring book that's colored lightly. Yeah, it's not gonna look that good. But then I end up looking back over the footage again that I was sent, and then I realized I seen a scene that I didn't even see at first, where it was an angle shot from the side looking up. I'm like, okay, now we working. Now I got a different type of angle to work with. I can probably work with this, do something kind of unique and kind of mix it up a little bit, do a little something, make it look jazzy and nice and stuff like that. So let me see what I can do. And you know, I came out with my outcome. So I'm only gonna upload one of the versions to my channel, maybe the one that's covering for his verse, maybe the one where the other artist isn't in it. And then I'm gonna send you guys, I'm gonna have a link inside the description for the other version for MOG to go check out his channel, you know, for his videos and for, you know, the other version of the video. But yeah, but all in all, it was a real good video shoot. Another one knocked out the park for MOG Mervin. He's about to be starting to be one of the #1 people I got the most videos by, or did the most videos for. D Vicious, I think, is still at the top. So speaking of D Vicious, his video is very interesting. Some interesting facts about his video. I had a fish fry a little while ago, about 3 weeks ago from now. Yeah, he had came by. He was one of the last people he stopped by after everybody had left, and he just came by to kick it, chill, and you know, and we were just chilling. And randomly, I was like, you know, let's film a music video, you know. And the whole video this may make y'all appreciate the video more. I would have appreciated the video more if I had my damn Sigma lens right now. The buyer for my current lens flaked on me about 2 or 3 times, and I couldn't get the money to put with the money I already had to get the Sigma lens in time to do that video, because I really wanted that lens, you know, for that video in time, because that nighttime, because that's a real good nighttime lens. So all that grain, it wouldn't have been none of that grain inside there, because YouTube just makes stuff look horrible. I mean, if you look at the actual footage, the raw finished footage on anything I got it saved on, it looks good. It could look better if I had an external recorder and a Sigma lens. That Sigma, y'all know about that damn lens. If you don't know, you need to go get a clue. I already talked about it before. That damn 18-35, f1.8, constant aperture, ridiculous. So both of those factors, the video would have turned out way more clean, crisp. On YouTube, you see extra grain and stuff. YouTube bring out, you know, the processing on there kind of sucks, so it brings out more of the, you know, stuff that you don't want to see and stuff like that. It kind of lowers the quality a little bit, let's put it like that. But yeah, it was a spur of the moment video. It was half of it was shot inside my living room, the other half was shot downtown. But in that moment, you know, he started playing some of his music. When that song came on, it made everything look like everything went with that song. The whole vibe, how everything was looking and stuff like that, the low light, just everything went with the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we did that song. And then what the song was talking about, I just got done talking about somebody was hating on me and stuff like that recently. So that was like perfect. I know it may seem like we shot that for that, but no, that was just a spur of the moment. And he happened to play that song out of other songs he played. And that happened to be the one. It was another one I wanted to do real bad, but that one fit the vibe way more. But the main thing about that video is that it was only shot in 2 hours, if even that. People was wondering how I did the moving background and stuff like that. So basically, it's a shot where it looked like the background is zooming in and out, but the subject is still standing still. They're not zooming in and out of the camera, but the background is. It makes it look like kind of cool, or whatever. And it's done inside like a lot of suspenseful movies, or just a little quick shot. No one uses it all the time. Like I was using it like on a regular inside the video. I used it like 5 or 6 times. But basically, one of the ways you do it is you move in close with the camera, and as you're moving close to your subject with the camera, you're zooming out at the same time. So even though you're getting closer, you're zooming out. So as you get close to them and zoom out, they're not moving. It looks like they're staying perfectly still, but everything in the background is further away from the camera. You know what I'm saying? So as you move the camera closer and you're zooming out, it makes the background kind of like move a little bit, because you're getting more of the background into the view and you're going into the background at the same time. But the reason why the foreground doesn't look like it's moving is because you're more closer to that thing, and it's in the middle of the frame for the most part. So that's one of my favorite ones, when I'm moving close and I'm zooming out. And then the other one is when you go to pull back, you pull back and you zoom in. So as you coming away from the person, you zooming into them. As you pulling away from the background, you zooming into the background, all at the same time. It takes a real good steady hand, and realistically, professionally, when they do it on movies, it's a 2-man job. One person pulling focus, one person zooming while moving at the same time. Because you can't pull focus, zoom, and move. You got to be real steady with it and stuff. Really, you want to have a slider, have a tripod with a camera slider on there. That's the real way to do it. That's the correct way to do it, should I say. Well, M. Lee, how did you do it then? Autofocus. You know what I'm saying? The C100, the reason why it's at its price is for reasons like that. Autofocus is freaking amazing on this damn camera. Enough about that. My new music video pricing structure set up for the people out there, for the music artists out there that's subscribed to me. I'm gonna go ahead and explain that on this video, but I am gonna make a separate post/video, or wherever the case may be, for everybody to see. But anyways, mostly everybody should know about this. The only thing that's different is everybody's paying for the editing price. Even though there's times I said the editing is inside the price, but even at $50 an hour, that don't really cover the editing. Editing goes from anywhere between 5 to 30 hours, man. Like these days I spend about 5 hours per day for about 6 to 7 days on a average music video. So that's a decent amount of hours. You got to do that anyways. You can't just stay at a set low price range that you was at when you had certain skills, certain gear. You gotta, as you get better and as people won't demand more, my demand is way higher now. Like people expect, like now, first it was like, oh my God, Emily, you're amazing. Like, oh my God, how you get to do that and do this, and oh my God, you're getting better. Now it's like, you better be good. It's like, nah, but now it's like they expect it to look good. They expect it. You know what I'm saying? I can't just impress people with just simple stuff. You gotta be doing something. You know what I'm saying? So the schedule, any video shoot with me, it's a $50 deposit. The schedule to put you on my schedule. Now you don't have to pay a $50 deposit if you don't want to. It's just, and you can still schedule yourself on my schedule. The only thing is, if someone comes up with a bigger project, or if something else comes up with me and I want to change some things, I have the option to do that, because nothing's guaranteed. You didn't put down a deposit. A lot of us videographers, photographers, we go through a lot of stuff where people say, okay, we want this video done, we want this done on this date. We'll set aside a whole lot of different things just to find out, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Things got changed, and we understand things happen, situations come up, but that's what the deposit is for. At least if you pay the deposit, at least we got something to go off of, knowing that you're serious. And then the deposit comes off the total price of the video. So if your video comes out to a total price of $150 after the video, you're only paying $100. The only way you don't get the deposit back is if you don't get the video shot by me. So if you pay the deposit but you change your mind about the video entirely, and you don't want no work done by me, you don't get that back, because I had to set, like I said, I had to set around that pays for all the organization, all the setting up my gear, getting everything charged up, make sure everything is more to filming than just getting the camera and pressing record. At least once you start getting more detail with the filming and stuff, there's more to it. Now, if somebody, let's say this happens, you set a schedule for me, but you end up not even filming that day, and it end up taking you 5 years from now. I'm the type of dude where I only can speak for myself. Don't take this as if this were all videographers do. Even if it's 45 years from now, if you already paid me a little bit of money back then to do something for you, but we never did it, I'm gonna take that charge off of there. Like I said, that's only speaking for me. That's the type of dude I am. I don't play around with nobody's money. I don't want nobody playing around with mine. That's how we handle that, motherfucker. So, after the deposit, you're scheduled. Once the day comes up, we shoot. After the filming is done, you pay for the video. Now, the only time I get a client the option to pay half and half is if it's $500 or more. Then they had the option to pay for $250 now, and then $250 after the video's been done, edited, and stuff like that. But normally, once I'm done filming, the video is paid for, and then now since I charge for the editing, once I'm done with the editing and everything, I send the edit over to the client. Once they see it, they critique it a little bit, let me know some changes that needs to be made at certain points and stuff like that. I take the notes, go back to my editor, get back inside there, make my magic happen, send it back to the client. They happy as hell, going crazy, saying how they love it. Bam. Then that's when they pay the rest of the balance for the editing. Now, the only other charge outside of that is a travel fee. If I'm driving somewhere and it's 50 miles outside of where I'm located at, then I charge a $50 travel fee. Anyways, that's going to conclude all the major things that I need to update you guys about inside this big update. And I went ahead and took the advantage of the fact that I recorded my last update wrong and took some notes down and added some stuff to this, like my projector, started acting up again. So I want to touch on that again. Pause, but I'm gonna do a third video. I'm gonna buy a color wheel, which I mentioned inside the projector video. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and do a video of me replacing that, thinking, hoping that that's the major fix to why it's flickering and stuff sometimes. But once it starts flickering, it just does it. It don't stop. So you can turn it off and turn it back on. It don't matter. What made it stop the first time is that I took it apart, blew all the dust out and stuff like that, and kind of cleaned the color wheel, and it started working for a good 3 weeks or so. And speaking of working, as you can see, my laptop is back up and running. A simple $25 to $30 fix I could have done a long time ago. I'm mad that I didn't do this a long time ago. I could have been up and running instead of tied down to my desktop and stuff like that for a good 2-3 months. And then as far as my desktop, I want to sell this bad boy. It's a gaming PC I built a while back, but upgraded the parts throughout the years. I got the graphics card I got is a R9 280X graphics card, which at this point now it's a mid grade, but when I first got it, it was a high grade. I got one of the last generations of the i5 processor. Still haven't made that leap to i7. The motherboard I got 2-piece PCI Express slots, so if you do want 2 graphics cards, you got that option. You know what I'm saying? Got Wi-Fi built into the inside of it and everything. So, and I want to sell that for at least, try to get at least like $500 for it. At first I was trying to get way more than that at first. So I want to upgrade my desktop to one of the big laptops, you know what I'm saying? CES, they had a $7,000 laptop. Not that, you know what I'm saying? But if I had the money for that, that's future proof. That can last you about 8, 9, 10 years, that laptop. But no, I do want one of those hefty laptops. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind having it big because it's gonna be my desktop replacement. So it's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna be my gaming laptop and just stuff I want to do, on my desktop right here. And whenever I do need to bring it somewhere, because there has been situations and circumstances where I needed to bring my desktop with me somewhere. Like for example, when my laptop went down, certain places I needed to take care of business, but I didn't have no computer with me, so I had to bring my desktop. And situations like that, I'd rather have a big ass laptop than a damn desktop. And the reason why I want the big one is because I don't mind having it that big, because it's gonna be right here. And most of those be having full size graphics cards inside of it, and just the full size power of a desktop, but inside a fat ass laptop. So I don't mind having that. So and then for that, I'm willing to pay like around $2,000. I can fork up that, you know what I'm saying, sell this bad boy, put some money with that, you know what I'm saying, do a couple of projects and stuff like that, and then bam, make some moves. So with that being said, people of YouTube, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. It's a big, like I said, it's a big old update, but hey, I felt like I wanted to make this one more fleshed out, more structured for you guys, especially for my fans that have been following me for a long time. So with that being said, people of YouTube, I'm lollygagging too long, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you guys for all the love and support over all the years, and I'm out of here. Peace.